I've got some settings that people are wanting. Uh, Casey. But the deal is with these settings is, I mean, you got to remember, probably one of the people that's been playing these games the longest. And I hear people, you should never do this. You don't know what, you know. Now, I know what I'm talking about because I've spent years just messing with settings because I realized, um, a lot of settings and things like that are the advantage. If you don't have your settings right, um, you know, there's just a really strong chance that you're going to get taken advantage of in the game. Everybody has their preference, all right? And I give people settings, and then I hear people say, "Oh, you should never do that. You should never do." And I'm like, that's fine if you go to, you know, these big streamers, you know, streams or whatever, and you get all their settings, and you take that for really, you take that for its weight in gold. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is not a good idea. They're good starting points. They're everybody else, even myself. I usually stick with like Booyah, Swag. There's people that aren't even as big as those guys, the face guys, but everybody did it. Okay, I don't care who you are. Also, I got to adjust my voice on here because I want y'all to hear me. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just turn my shit up a little bit. Just because I do want to be heard, but I feel like I'm not being heard, and that's kind of pissing me off. So, now I don't want to get too crazy with it, but I definitely want y'all to hear it, know that. I mean, I'm gonna do a little check real quick because I'm kind of adjusting this on the fly. I was told I was kind of quiet, so just give me 1 second, y'all. I'm just gonna pull it up real quick on the phone, about as easy as I can. Yeah, I know I'm freaking bald. Okay, I know all about myself. Here's the thing, guys. Yeah, I know I'm freaking bald. Here's the thing, guys. Yeah, it's always weird watching yourself on camera or whatever, but I don't know. I have an OnlyFans. I don't. I don't. It's a joke. All right. So I'm always doing this. You guys always see me in there messing with my settings and stuff. I'm a settings freak. So here's the deal. I got Call of Duty up. I'm gonna just gonna pretty much give you the gameplay scene here. What I'm trying to do is help out people who are new to the game, uh, and give you something to go on. You know what I mean? So, uh, we'll do that. I know this is mainly going to be for Warzone. I'm going to go into that anyway. I cannot wait. Oh my God, are you kidding me? 24 minutes? Oh, yeah. Let me get this video out of the way. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go to this. We got 24 minutes. I did not know that was happening, Dad. I've not even paid any attention to it. I've been on the work week rotation. So, you know, that's where I'm at, but, you know, it doesn't have to be where you're at. We got 20 minutes to do this video, so it's not going to be a very long video, but I'm going to go in here just because this is where the person that asked me to give these settings is Casey, and she is a fellow streamer. She's a great person. Check her out. She's on TikTok. A lot of fun, very positive. You know, I enjoy playing with her and everybody that I've met through her and all that. So, you know, this is going to be put on our Discord, or mainly her Discord. So if you see her on TikTok, you know, add her, get on this TikTok. I try to help out. I'm a support player. I'm not trying to be the main face of anything. But, you know, I stopped playing this game. The reason I'm not maxed out is I kind of stopped playing it for like a little over 2 months. And I'm still a level 1,000. So that will kind of tell you. And I'll actually like the 1,000 symbol. So I'm just going to stay there. Doesn't matter anyways. It's all over today. Alright, so controller. We'll go through the controller settings first. Boom. Alright, menu. Okay, yeah, none of that. But I'm just going to kind of slowly go through this. Wait, and also, I got to do something here because on OBS, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. It's kind of, see how it's got like, gee, stop, bud. Stop it. So these filters I turn off, watch this. Like Call of Duty, I don't know if it's Call of Duty or OBX, but anyway, so I've got this back to this. Reason I run this filter is for y'all's benefit. My benefit, I see it fine. But anyway, so we're going back in there. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, I just watched it do it on y'all's screen. Okay, so what we're going to go into, and if any of you want me to do an OBS video of how to set that up and stream so you're streaming on your PC, I can also give you those. Okay, but here's what I run controller wise. Okay, I run horizontal sensitivity is 8, vertical stick sensitivity 7. Never change that. I found that's a pretty good place. Some people might go 9 and 8. Whatever this number is on your vertical, go 1 up on the horizontal. Okay. And the reason for that is, people say that's wrong. It's not wrong. It's years of playing and getting my shit pushed back because I didn't turn in time to hit somebody. So there's that. Okay, that's why I do that. It does not affect anything here at all. Everybody says keep these the same. No, don't keep them the same. That was horseshit. Don't know who told you that. You know, I actually got the basic settings from Stone Mountain. Like a little bit of his, and a little bit of somebody else, and then I ran into a guy that I was watching play, and this was the best thing I've used since sliced bread. Okay, and this guy was a nobody, just like me. So, an ADS sensitivity multiplier. I always run mine at 0.85. You know, it basically just slows the aim down as you're going from your sensitivity. The higher these numbers are, you know, I wouldn't go no lower than 0.7. But like if you're running like a higher sensitivity, I mean, good for you, but you don't need it on PC. It's a lot faster. This is not for console, so don't sit here and tell me anything, really, because I've done this for hours and hours just working on certain sections of these settings. So these are not just some like run-of-the-mill, you know, run-of-the-mill settings. They are hands down just really great settings. So I don't want to hear about what your settings are. I mean, you know, whatever. Tell me how you like these settings or what you did to change them up and make it better for you. That's cool, but I don't want to hear nothing else. All right. So, anyways, all this is pretty much where I have prioritize interact. For God's sake, please do this. Tap to reload and interact. Tap to interact. Hold to reload when they are both available at the same time. So in other words, if you are around a bunch of items on the ground and you want to reload, you have to hold the reload. Other than that, it's still tap. You know, if you don't have anything on the ground around you and you tap it, it will reload. If it doesn't, it's because you had something laying on the ground, you picked something up on accident. If you see something around you, just be conscious of it. This is the better setting. I run apply all because you can cancel. Cancel being triangle, or I believe it's, yeah, well, this controller says triangle, but so in Xbox it's, you know, so it's basically this button here. Cancel, that is your cancel. That's your cancel button. All right. I use a clutch button, which I'm actually going to go in here and change soon in my settings, and I'm going to make it that so that I can just switch right there on the back of my controller, and that's all good. Okay, so those are those. All right. I have my reasons for running them. Some people may not like that setup, but those are the best. This is the best controller stuff that I've found. We go to advanced. Target aim assist on. Aim assist type, I run Black Ops. I do switch this sometimes back up to default, depending on what Activision or whoever changes. These settings can carry over, so when you go to the new Warzone, you do have the option of carrying over your settings from this Warzone. So if you go in here and do all this today, it's going to be the same on the new one. All right. Dynamic. You want all your aim assist on. Okay? It's just it. Aim response curve type. Dynamic. ADS sensitivity multiplier. I run 0.85. It just helps slow the aim down again. It's just for the, on PC, this stuff, these settings are just better. ADS timing, always instant. Okay, you have a few, but I would do instant. I turned this off. No need for this. These are each zoom, you know, so iron sight, so forth, so forth. See it? Alright. You don't need this shit. It's a waste of time. I've tried, it's a waste of time. My dead zones. Now, I run a very expensive Razer controller. This is wireless and wired. I run wired. These settings are for me, my dead zone. Okay, but I run these. This controller does not have a bad dead zone. I could probably go to 0 and it's still not stick drift. Okay, but the lower these dead zones are, now these are just, you know, I play with these sometimes, so I'll take that down. I mean, literally, but see, you want to be careful with these. These will cause you stick drift. Okay. I would just run it like that. I kind of want to do that. I don't have stick drift, but if you do, these increase. The higher the value of these, the less chance you'll have it. Right? This is kind of like when you these dead zones. I mean, okay, a good number for y'all, for people that just run basic controllers, like whether you're using a PlayStation controller or a stock style controller, or even scuffs. Scuffs to me suck. They don't hold up. I don't care who you are. Scuff controller's not worth the money. unless you just have an extra $300-400 every 3 to 6 months to get a new one. Okay, they suck. Look into your controllers. The Victus, my Razer controllers that I use, they're both really great controllers. I've had no issues, and I don't know what all the debate is, but whatever. These are just for me, but 0.08, good rule of thumb, go to that if you got stick drift. I don't use basic shit, so that's why I have this. Okay, controller orientation up, blah, blah, blah. I don't use none of this gyro crap. I mean, so there's that. Yeah, you don't need none of this. Obviously, I run the stuff here. Right. So it's just pretty close to what you're using on console, but there are some different settings. On console, you're going to have a higher sensitivity just to get the speed of the PC, I guess, kind of get that feel. But these are the settings. So again, aim assist on, Black Ops, ADS aim assist on. You know, you can do whatever with that. It's kind of whatever. Oh, I'm going to give y'all something else real quick. So you see all these. These are all my settings. Right? And then on interface, you want to go down here to the very bottom. Like kind of go back up. Let's see. It is center dot. Okay. So under this section, HUD, under interface, HUD, real quick. I use center dot on, IG. And then largest, okay? You don't need your crosshairs. I don't know why we would even have it. You don't need crosshairs, okay? So turn your crosshairs off. Center dot on, largest, okay? No issues there. And just understand that, good morning, buddy. So this is interface HUD, okay? Use a square minimap. Don't use that round shit. You get more area off the square minimap, okay? That's also a thing. So there's that. And just for shits and giggles, I'll throw my graphics up here. I do. Now see, this is changing every time. I don't know why this is changing. That's not what I run. It's starting to aggravate me, this game changing stuff, but that's stuff I use there. I don't want to change anything. So just for shits and giggles, this is what I do, giggles and shits. And it's just not listening. This is why I cap mine at 165. Usually up like here, but I don't know, let's do 180. I think that when I did some changes on my, I went to my laptop and used it, and it just screwed up all my settings, or at least some of them. I mean, I use this automatic, you know, yeah. Quality. That's just why I have this. This is boost my frame rate, and still get the really cool looking pics. If you notice, I have plenty of room to just max it out if I want. I run very low, you know, and then just kind of like bring up all the detailed stuff, you know, like smoke, explosions, things like that. I mean, I could really get silly with this, but it's kind of, it's just leave it. It doesn't, not gonna matter, you know. So these are those settings. I run on plus boost. Depth of field off. World motion blur off. Weapon motion blur. I use mine, and the reason is during movement, it blurs out your like character weapon detail when you're like moving around and aiming at people. Kind of boost the frame rate. I don't know why there's any frame. What? That's why. I don't know. Some of my settings have changed, but that is supposed to be 0. This is supposed to be on. I run it on. It does boost my frame rates. I tested it. There's that. Apply. View. I run. Now I have a 49-inch ultra wide. I run 101. There's really no point. 120 for me because people look this big from far away. Affected. Wide takes away. So ADS field of view affected. Weapon field of view wide. Wide. All these will reduce visual recoil. Okay. I do first person camera movement. You want to take that down to least, so you don't get the head bob. And then all this, the rest of it's kind of, you know, I do this too, just in case I play a third person mode. So yeah, just keep all this stuff like this. It's pretty good. If you're on TV, if you're not using a monitor, you can go up to, I'd say go up to like, also pay attention. If you look to the right underneath, all right, I'll do it. So you see those values change? It does you no good to run that high of a, because I'm literally maxed out. Horizontal 135. That is technically giving me 120 field of view at 101, and I can see all of you. So I run a different setup. This is not for everybody, but you'll see on the right side of the screen here, it says value selected combined with the current aspect ratio creates the true field of view. The current values are horizontal 135 and vertical 68. That is what I play on. The horizontal field of view is limited at a maximum of 135. I'm at a maximum of 135. Doesn't matter if I go to 120, it's not getting any better. It's literally just stretching the screen and shrinking people. Okay, so you're just wasting your time with that. When you match that horizontal to 135, your field of view is exactly where it needs to be for whatever ratio you're running. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Values different from default may cause lower frame rate in some graphical artifacts. So you got to be careful. You start exceeding, you go up to 120, that's fine. You can see everybody that's close to you. Well, you're going to get shot from a lot of places and not know where it came from, okay? So that's why I do that. All right. And so that's my settings. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I got to get off here. Well, I don't have to get off here, but I am going to reload because I am going into the new Warzone today. I'm going to eat some pizza, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to play again. But I'll probably start out on TikTok. You guys come check me out there. Also, come back to this page any chance you get. Please subscribe, like. Remember, tell somebody you love them, hug them, rub them. Don't make it sexual. That's awkward when you hug somebody. You kind of rub their back. Just food for thought for today. Y'all have a good one. I love you. Be good. Till next time, this your boy Skilly Nelson giving out settings, snapping necks, cashing checks, or something like that. I don't know. I don't have anything catchy to say when I leave. It's always an awkward, long goodbye. But again, I love you all. Y'all stay safe out there. Enjoy your day. Remember to hug and love somebody. Okay? Don't forget to love today. That's all I'm asking. Y'all take it easy. Skilly Nelson.